Hi, down the local woods, I've got a packet fresh khaki brown Lanshan 2. I'm going to stick this up, have a look at it in standard spec, and then do some mods, have a look at it afterwards. So none of the specs, size, that sort of thing, just a quick before and after. Cheers. I wonder how stealthy it's going to be. Okay, that's it up in standard format. It looks great, lovely and stealthy in the woods. That's set on the 120 height of the poles. So what I don't like is this bit of sagging on the ridge line here. And I don't like this height at the front. I mean, I go camping in Northumberland and it's always freezing, it's always windy. So that's got to be dropped down lower. So there's one or two mods you can do for that. But so far, pretty impressed. Looks good. And from a distance in the woods, if you were kind of like walking past, it's pretty damn stealthy, that, eh? How are you? You okay? Keeping guard? So I'm much happier with that as a pitch now for UK Northumberland conditions. So it's sitting much lower to the ground, much better. So I can't entirely take the credit for this. There's a YouTube channel called Davy Boy Outdoors, and I nicked most of it off him. Thought I'd try it myself. So instead of the original guide just going straight from this point, I've put an extra piece through there and an extra bit of plastic there. So that's equal tension, and that enables a kind of higher pull through the ridgeline. Pole's not quite set in the right place, I'll sort that out. So I'm going to replace this with something that matches the original line. So that enables you to get the line on a longer pull. And I'm going to, this bit that hooks back to the door, I'm going to keep that on there, and I'll put another little knot in there so I can keep that out of the way. So if I want that high door, highly ventilated thing, I can still do that. So it means using a few more pegs, but what I've done is put some little bits of elastic around there. So, you know, when you're just kind of cooking or something like that, you want to quickly chuck it around the peg. That's easy to do. And then later on, if you're actually going to bed, you can just properly put that around there. Okay, great. So the other thing I've done is to avoid, or try to avoid, any contact between the inner tent and the ridge line. This helps with the tension, but when I've dropped it down to 112 now, you want to try and get some more tension back into the inner tent. So that involves using this little elastic loop affair here, connected to the attachment point of the inner tent and then round the pole, and that just kind of pulls that down like that a wee bit. And then the other thing I'm going to do, I've got this ground sheet that's from an old Van Gogh tent that I wore out years ago. That fits actually pretty well, so I need to put a grommet hole in here for where the pole will fit through, and then I can have a little vestibule thing as well. Yeah, so cool. Looking good. Stay tuned for a little bit of a bonus extra, a little plan I've got. Looks good, can't wait to use it. I haven't even got in it yet, I better do that. Red dwarf, anybody? So I'm 6'1", space for my feet. Plenty of space, so that's going to be no problem at all. One child, the dog, and me, and only 1 kilo to carry. Oh. Yeah, so what the ongoing project is testing tent peg retention in various terrains. So what I've got here is this array of tent pegs. This is the forest floor category. So I'm doing this in all types of conditions: frozen turf, normal turf, forest floor, peaty moorland, sand, sandy turf, a wide array of conditions to test retention strength in different conditions. And what I'm testing them with is with this engineer's force gauge to see how much it takes to pull them out based on tent material tear strengths. And I'm going to later on link it all up to wind loads on tents and various wind speeds and various configurations of tents. So yeah, I just thought I'd tell you about that. It's a bit of a project that's going on. It's going to take me quite a few weeks to get done, but watch this space. So thanks for watching. Cheers.